Hello everyone, welcome back to another season and episode of Thriving Talk. We know it's been a while, but we took a bit of a break and we're excited to be back with new episodes. If you've been here before, we hope you've enjoyed the episodes. If you're new here, welcome. This is another Dadson edition where me, Tim, gets to sit down with my dad, Tinku Thompson, and I get to ask about some topics and questions. And just a reminder to all our listeners, Thriving Talk is available on all major platforms like Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, all the different major platforms. So make sure to go check it out and follow on different platforms. Alright, Dad, let's jump in.
Before that, this is new season?
Yep.
Okay, so this is season 3?
Season 3.
Okay, so we had season 1 and season 2. This is season 3. As Tim said, we had a long pause because of so much of engagements, travels, Tim busy with his school and many things. But we are hoping that in this season we'll be able to come up with some more episodes which will be helpful and relevant. Yes, let's jump in. What do you want to ask today?
So the Sharon Fellowship Churches of North America, SFCNA, recently wrapped up with their annual conference, and there's been a lot of things around it. So to kick off this season, let's talk about some of the highlights from the conference. What stood out to you the most?
Okay, let's talk about what is SFCNA, what is the conference. So SFCNA is Sharon Fellowship Churches of North America. It's a fellowship of churches in US and Canada. And I had the privilege to serve as the president of this organization for the last 2 years. And last weekend, which is July 3 to 6, we had our family conference held in Dallas, Mesquite. And it was a blessed conference. And during that conference, during our General Assembly or our meeting, the entire executive team was extended for another 2 years. So I continued to serve the people in my fellowship, in the capacity of the leadership. So this was a very unique in many cases, but the main thing was maybe in another future episode we'll talk about the vision culture and things like that. But yeah, this conference, for the first time we had a pre-conference for pastors, leaders and their families before the conference started. Normally the conference starts on Thursday evening, but since Wednesday evening to Thursday afternoon we had a pastors leaders conference, and then of course the conference started on Thursday and it was till Sunday afternoon. We had different sessions. There were sessions especially for ladies, kids had a different session, youths or English sessions were held differently or in a separate place, and it was indeed a true blessing. The weather wasn't bad as I thought. The temperatures were not extreme hot, even though it was July 4th weekend. Altogether, it was indeed a great blessing. And this year's theme was also very powerful. It came from Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Come, walk in agreement with God, or let's walk together. That was a theme. And the speakers who spoke expounded on that topic in a very, excellent way, I would say. More than anything else, the presence of God felt so powerful during the entire meeting that I'm so happy about it.
I heard many people say this conference was different and in a good way. What specifically was different which made it better?
As I said, we had a pre-conference that was different. We never had, but overall, I would say I won't compare between two conferences, right? Every conference has its own merits and, demerits. But I would say this conference was where I think we felt the presence of God in a very powerful way. And all sessions were blessed. You can't say that, this session was not good. Even the small sessions, like we had a mission challenge, revival meeting, all those sessions were equally good. So if you want, I can go into the details of, the pre-conference and these sessions, if that will be helpful. In fact, the pre-conference was called the name of the pre-conference was, Vision and Unity Conference. So it was indeed a blessing. So what should I say? The food was good. The venue was good. The weather was good. All external factors, more than all those things, I think, the presence of God was so powerful, and that was indeed a great blessing. So
So I heard you mention the theme earlier. So what was like talked about from the theme during the different meetings?
Yeah, there was each session or each speakers were given a specific subject. For example, Thursday I was the first person to speak, so I was given what does it mean to walk with God. The time was short, but I expounded on Enoch and Enoch and Abraham. How Enoch walked with God, and God took him. And then I went into some practical aspects of how can you really walk with God. Then the next message that day had to do with the challenges of walking with God. And then we had a theme presentation going on Friday. Contemporary issues with walking with God was another subject. We had various sessions divided, different topics to expound or more talk more in detail about each of these different aspects of. Sunday, when I was again giving a short message, I spoke about how walking with God will make a person understand the heart of God, which is for the missions. So the Great Commission, people will be committed for the Great Commission. So that's another aspect of this whole thing. So yeah, if you really look at it, every session there was a lot of exposition on how it is, and when we walk in agreement with God, how we will be getting rid of all the wickedness, and we will be becoming followers of Jesus Christ to the true sense, and how we will be a prophetic voice in this generation rather than just being a shallow preachers, or preachers who will be preaching, or people who will be speaking what people want to hear, and not in the fear that how people will evaluate our message or anything of that sort, but we will be boldly proclaiming the gospel, the message, and we will be talking about that. So that was there.
So what personally was your favorite part, and what are some key moments, highlights from the entire thing?
That's so difficult because I attended all the sessions. I don't think I missed any part of the conference. Now, if you ask me what is my favorite part, I would say Saturday night there was a powerful move of God. I really felt that the messages were all great. We had ordination service too, that was very good. I cannot pick, because it was so good that I cannot pick any one part. But of course, one more thing, the fellowship. Meeting people, talking to them, that aspect was really blessed. We could all, could meet so many people, people whom people who you did not know, so we could do all those things. Now, let me expound a little bit on the pre-conference side. So we had the session started with this whole subject of a leader or a pastor's walk with God and family. Right, and then we had another topic was dealing with sin within the church, immorality and all those things. Then we had a session on generations and nations together, and then we spoke about the vision culture also during that pre-conference. So yeah, when I look at it, I was there from Wednesday till Sunday. I cannot pinpoint and say this one thing was better, but there were all key moments. But yeah, absolutely, altogether it was a very blessed time.
So for the viewers to get the best moments, would there any moments would you want to tell them to go listen to that, or certain things that they should pay attention to?
Yeah, I did give a challenge on Sunday on 3 aspects, which I will talk maybe in another episode. But I feel but I think that's a mix of English and Malayalam. So I don't know if all the audience, if you know Malayalam, you can go and definitely listen to that. Yeah, you can listen to the guest speaker, Pastor Joe Thomas, any of his messages. Very, very, very powerful. I didn't get a chance. I was not in the ladies' meeting because there was other meetings going on at the time. So, but I heard that there were some good messages there too. So all those things were good, but yeah, it's available if you look for SFCNA Conference 2025 in Facebook or YouTube, it's there. Through Christian Live and Harvest TV, it's all there. So yeah, if you want to know more about this whole topic and all those things, there are sessions are all recorded, and it was live actually, so it's all there, and it will be it's there.
So lastly, do you want to add anything about any changes or things that are going to be changed for the next 2 years?
No, we were able to start a lot of things. There are a lot of sound bites and video clips going around right now on what I spoke during the conference and all those things. I feel like we should have one episode just talking about SFCNA vision culture, maybe the next one. But when you talk about the change from an organization perspective, we again look forward to strengthening the churches, planting new churches, planting or starting new outreaches. If God willing, we also want to do a foreign mission this year or this term. Yeah, more than anything else, just want to say that we are committed to doing what God wants us to do. And personally, this could be my last term. So I just want to make sure that I utilize this opportunity which God has given me to serve in this organization's capacity to the maximum extent. So yeah, altogether a blessed time. So one thing I want to tell everyone is the theme of the conference was walk in agreement with God. And I want to encourage everybody by saying that make sure that you are walking with God and you are not shying away from, don't be a Sunday Christian or a person who seeks out God when you need Him. Rather, the call of God is to follow Jesus on a daily basis. To make sure that you're doing that, and that will really help us to go into the next level. So yeah, that's what I would say. It's more about we have now region leaderships in place, so we'll be focusing on that and making sure that regions are strengthened, and there is going to be more work which will happen for the glory of God.
It sounds great, and we'll dive deeper into some of the things that my dad said in the upcoming episodes, because there's a lot more things that we didn't fully go deep. So looking forward to more when we dive deeper into these themes. All right, that wraps up this episode of Thriving Talk. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, you can listen on all the major platforms, so make sure to subscribe, share, and leave us a like and review so we can be better and come out with new episodes. And with that, thank you all for watching. God bless you all, and keep thriving.
Yeah, God bless you all.